I just wanted to talk about developmental disabilities and what they aren't. For instance, autism isn't necessarily a delay in development or a delay in cognition. It's a delay in growth of understanding of others and human interaction. But someone with autism can be very bright. My great niece, has Asperger's disorder, and my nephew has Asperger's disorder. It runs in my family. And they are both very bright and doing very well in school. But they have social problems. And as for their brightness, it's extreme. They're both very highly intelligent. So the developmental disability doesn't affect their intelligence or cognition. And this is true of many people with Asperger's disorder. In fact, it's one of the defining features, that it doesn't affect their cognition. Some people with developmental disabilities have very strong capabilities in certain areas, and in other areas they're very weak. I have severe learning disabilities, and in some areas I can't perform at all. Like reading is very, very hard for me. But I can communicate quite deftly, and I'm quite effective as a communicator. And it's just part of the way the disability affects me. I studied very, very hard in university. I worked much harder than the average university student. And I graduated on the Dean's Honor Roll as an undergrad. And I graduated in 5 terms with my master's degree. I was working on my doctorate, but I couldn't afford to continue. However, I was accepted into the doctoral program, and I was continuing and trying to complete it. It was money that got in the way. Developmental disabilities are not necessarily those of cognition, but they can be. And we need to respect each person as an individual and accept that each individual with a developmental disability has their own strengths and weaknesses and unique functions and abilities. We need to accept them for who they are, meet them at their level, and accept them as they stand. And that's the truth. And that's what I have to say on developmental disabilities. Accept them as they are. Don't assume that they can't perform. And don't assume that they can. Find out for yourself by asking, by letting them show you, by letting them tell you, by letting someone else tell you if necessary. But find out for yourself. Don't assume. Now remember, push that little subscribe button and join my group. Bye-bye.